evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, we're doing it again. We'll have to move over. We're back on Instagram, and also we're trying the shorts out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're on shorts, so there's 2 streams. Make sure you're on the right one. If you want to watch the main stream like this, or if you're on your mobile, you can also watch it on the shorts. But it is Wednesday. It is 8 p.m. That means one thing. It is 3 men and a vape show. Yes. It's been a week, lads. We've actually done it. 3 weeks in a row, haven't we?
Yeah.
I know. What is this voodoo magic?
I don't know. It's good, isn't it? It's been a week, Mr. B. How are you?
I'm spandabby dorsey. You know, it's been a wonderful week. Well, apart from the nuttery that's going on out there. But yeah, no, it's fine.
I think we've got a bit of a problem.
What's that?
Can people see us in the main one?
Yeah, I'm looking at us right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at us right now.
I can't see anything on any of them.
Yeah, and we're on Instagram as well.
Oh, lovely. Well, on the main one, on my thingy, we've still got the 3 men and a vape show. Whatchamacallit? It's saying
refresh.
There's too
Refresh
much buffering.
Is everything?
Can everybody hear us all right? Shrek, fuck off with your buzzing. It's over there. It's the thingy. It's a fish tank.
Shrek's always buzzing. He just hears it.
He's off his tits. So everybody can hear us.
Coffee, son.
That's good. Has it been a good week for you, Mr. B?
Always a good week for me. What are you on about? I'm like the epicenter of positivity.
Oh.
There ain't nothing that goes on in my world that isn't positive.
The main one still hasn't come onto that screen. It's like proper putting because you know on the main bit it should come up on that screen and it's not there. And it's annoying
I'll just do a monologue, shall we? So from last Thursday morning, I got up and I had a coffee. Decided to go to the toilet around about 10 o'clock in the morning. Had a shower at 10:30. It was wonderful. But are we finished monologuing?
Well, you can't talk without me.
Well, no, because you're asking me a question when I don't really give a shit. Fuck you.
Mark's here as well, aren't you, bro?
Mama?
Mark
I
didn't
don't know.
ask
Are
me
you
the
here?
question,
Have
did.
you had a good week, Mark?
Have I had a good week? No, I bloody haven't. But yes, I have. Yes. No, and yes. Health-wise, no. Been really poorly again. And I'm still not 100% at the moment. So I've been feeling rough. But to counteract that one, I've got me sent a pickup.
Yes, a very nice one as well,
I've got a very beautiful pickup. I've got an L200. So I am over the moon. The redneck is back.
Was that after we sort of spoke about it, didn't we, the other week? Did we sort of like put something back in there, bro? We know what we was talking. Thought, I'll tell you what, I won't be.
I've been after a pickup for, a couple of years now. But I started serious looking beginning of this year. And believe it or not, the prices of second-hand vehicles have shot up unbelievable.
You certainly have.
So it was like a case of literally budgeting. So I've got to the point where my budget's capable of buying one. So I started looking, and I found an absolute bargain of a vehicle at Rotherham. So we went and had a look at it, had a test drive, and it was yep, that's the pickup for me.
The kids loved it.
Lamping at any point?
Sorry?
I'll let El Jefe go first. What were you saying?
I was saying that the kids loved it.
Mm.
Well, they will do. Having a pickup truck is like the height of masculinity. Are you going to go lamping anytime soon, though?
No, I don't do that.
How can you have a pickup truck and not go lamping?
I got a gun for starters.
Well, you have to buy one now. You're a redneck.
Mark's just turned into Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been driving in my car.
I used to donkeys years ago. We used to go shooting quite regularly. In fact, I got to one point that we used to go to a farm down where I worked, and we used to go beating there. That used to be brilliant.
Kyle's knows the score. Lamp it and whip it racing.
Just to let the people who are watching on YouTube Shorts, we are actually going to stop the YouTube Shorts because I'm not quite happy with it, if I'm totally honest with you. So I am going to stop that. Let's just hope we don't break the whole stream, eh?
Okay, here you go.
Yeah, we're ending. We're ending on. If you are watching, I can't tell them that, can I?
If you are watching the YouTube shorts and you can't see me, I hope you're omnipotent for this message.
Yeah, listen to it now. Right, we're finished. We're all right. For all the people who were on YouTube Shorts, make sure they come and join us. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we have got your Rochford...
Before we go any further, Shane, I'd just like to mention one thing. I do live in the deep south of Yorkshire.
You definitely
all
do.
I'm going to say.
How the hell did you manage to make that sound like Texas? I live in the deep south, Yorkshire.
If I'm totally honest with you, though, where he lives, it is probably deep south. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Big shout out to all of you joining us week in, week out. As you can see, I'm a little bit flustered. I'm trying to do so many things at once. We will get this sorted. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, get over to the Rochford Project. Use 3 Men Vape, gets you 15% off all the way up till 12 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be doing your giveaway a little bit later on. Probably a little bit quicker than we did it last week. It was like 5-2, wasn't it? And also, don't forget to get over to the Vaporist as well. We will be doing some of their deals a little bit later on. What a week we've had. We've obviously been putting out them YouTube shorts. And we spoke last week, didn't we, about licenses. And a lot of people have jumped on it and spoke about it. One bit I wanted to ask you all, you know, like obviously, it can't be just a piece of paper for this license, can it? It's going to have to maybe have, like, when Louise did her license for the pub, and when I did, you've got to go on a 2 or 3 day course. You stay over, blah, 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 and then go through everything with it.
No, not really. I mean, Louise did that because she's a health professional. This is a little bit different. I mean,
no, I said when we had the pub. It's a license.
Pub.
You have to go through a course to have a license to sell alcohol or cigarettes and.
Yeah. No,
what about in the shop? Do they need a license? I'm on about an off license. Here.
Off license, yeah, all off license. Anywhere where they sell alcohol, they've got to have a personal license.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm on about do they have training?
Yeah, for you to have a personal license, you've got to go and.
Right. I'll break this down even more then. Is it the person that owns the shop that has to have the course, or does all their employees have to have the course?
Again, as a licensee and a part of your actual, when you go for your training and everything else, it is down to you to also provide the training for your staff. So you pass the knowledge down. The buck stops with you because you're the one with the personal license, but it's your job to train them to obviously make sure that they're not selling anybody who's drunk. Make sure they're testing.
It's very very similar to like we are HGV drivers. They have to go on a course and that lot and keep that up as well.
Yeah, but again, HGV drivers are kind of in charge of not killing people on the road. Alcohol, it's quite important they don't sell to anyone under the age of 18. But I think with vaping, there's nothing wrong with just doing an online course. It's an online exam.
Again, I just think
why make it like more hard work and more like cost intrusive?
Because what you're doing there is you're submising that the people who run a vape shop know what they're doing.
No, the whole point of having a license is to be able to sell the vapes, not to turn around and all of a sudden get a PhD in vaping.
Yeah, but that's like saying you bought a car, but then you're going to do your license. The whole point of having the license is so that you can actually drive the car.
But again, that's when you're in charge of a ton of metal driving at 30 miles an hour.
There's
a bit of a difference.
But in the same way as people who are selling vapes to underage people who maybe not even know about met mods, battery safety.
I suppose I know where you're coming from, Aidan. I know where you're coming from. So for argument's sake, they did it online. Yeah. So you would watch a video, and then after the video, they would give you, I don't know, 20 questions, and you had to get them 20 questions right. So within that video, it explains what legal vapes are allowed to be sold, etc. What would happen if somebody came in that was underage, what you should do, how you approach it, and things like that. They'd make up a health and safety type of video. Then at the end of that video, you would be asked X amount of questions. a multiple choice type of thing. And then obviously, if you get below a certain percentage of them questions wrong, obviously you fail. And then obviously vice versa. That's the way that they could do it.
Yeah, my sort of point on that is, we all know when you've done an online course, you can obviously just look it up and just breeze through it and not even matter about it. And also, it's how they read it. They read it and then take it in that way. Where at least if you sat in a classroom and they're going, right, we're going to sit and talk, say a day's course. We're going to talk about trading standards. We're going to talk about battery safety. We're going to... obviously people buying the right stuff, knowing what they're doing, and also maybe making sure things aren't snide.
But hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's just back this up a second. What is the point of the license? What are you trying to stop?
Right, so what we're trying to stop is people such as like your bargain boozers and other shops that are selling vapes to underage children and also selling vapes to people and they don't actually understand what they're doing.
No, you're trying to legalize the sale of vapes. You're trying to...
Well, it's already legal.
No, what I'm trying to say is you're trying to bring in an actual checks and measures system to stop people selling them to kids, stop them, doing shit like that, and selling stuff that's over 10 milligram or 10 milliliters and all that sort of shit, with nicotine and things like that. That's what you're trying to do. You're not trying to turn them into mech-mod efficient salesmen. All you're trying to do is make sure that there's checks in place to make sure that they're selling the right things to the right people, but at the same time that there's a penalty incurred if they don't.
Again, that comes with what you teach them, and also that comes from the trading standard.
Why do you have to teach them about battery safety?
I'm not saying that would be a massive part of the course. But I'm on about a one-day course. Go in there, talk about trading standards, talk about marketing. Let them have the laws as well, because there's a lot of people who have shops don't realise there's certain laws.
Right. And what laws are there around battery safety and stuff?
I'm not saying just battery safety, but I'm saying laws of again the age of who you sell it to, what you can promote and what you can't promote. And what the actual law is. I bet you if you go to a number of vape shops, I bet they don't even know that they can't sell pod systems that are any bigger than 2 mil.
But that can all be covered in like a 2-hour online course.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, what we're saying is that if they're given the information, they choose to ignore it and then fall foul of the consequences of actually doing something wrong once you obtain the license, and that's on them.
It's exactly like Edgy B saying there. I'm going for ban anybody else from selling vapes, especially like online, until they've actually got a license and they're trained and they know what they're on about.
The licenses, I understand. The training, I understand, but I don't think it comes from the same place. I think it's just like the argument for like X made me do it. The onus is on the business owner to make sure his staff knows what they're doing. It shouldn't be on the government to make sure that the owner knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
As far as the government's concerned, they're making sure that everything's legal. They're not selling 1,000 puff dodgy vapes under the counter. They're not selling to 16-year-olds. That's all the government should be worried about. Anything else is down to the actual owner of the shop making sure his staff is fully trained in everything they sell. If they're not, that's hardly the government's fault.
Totally agree with you. I know it's slightly different, but you think about somebody who works at B&Q. I guarantee you that the person that's selling you that chainsaw has not had a day's course learning about chainsaw safety.
I would disagree with you. Obviously, I used to be a store detective years and years ago, and I used to work at B&Qs. And what they try and do is they try and get staff on sections. So you normally find that normally it's an old bloke and all the somebody who's coming. They hire a lot of retirees, but you'll find that somebody that they've put on that section will know about chainsaws. They'll know about this.
But they're not going to spend a full day course.
But he doesn't own B&Q. He works for B&Q. He doesn't own B&Q.
I never said he owned B&Q.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. The whole point of the vape license would be because that person owns a vape shop.
Yeah, no, you're missing the point. Your example of the B&Q thing there was where there's a guy in a section who knows what he's doing. He's been trained by B&Q because the onus is on B&Q for him to know what he's doing. It's not imposed by some sort of government regulation that says he has to know what he's doing. They could legally put some idiot who doesn't have a fucking clue there. The fact that they care about their company standards is why they put someone who knows what they're doing. It's not a legal requirement. And in the same way that vaping should be heavily licensed in the case of, yes, you should know what the laws are. Yes, you should know what the legalities of not following the laws are. But if you also ignore that information and then go and do the license and then get the license and then fall foul of it anyway, then you should be penalised extremely harshly.
Yeah, I think learning about the law surrounding by vaping is one thing. Teaching people how to vape and all the accessories, etc., is another thing entirely.
Yeah,
me personally, that's how I would say.
Again, I don't mean you to try and take everything that I'm saying literally. That we're going to go into a licensing and say, right, well, this is a drip tip. I wasn't on about that. What I'm saying is it would run in sections. So instead of somebody just clicking through, paying his 200 quid at the back end of it, and hasn't done the proper license, if they just go in they could just run the course for once a month, or as of when they've got enough people all together.
But the cost of running that is massive. What we're trying to do is bring a simple system in, or wanting the government to bring a simple system in. Why make it more complicated than having to hire somebody to actually do the classes, hire the locations across the country? Then on top of that, you've got to provide all the health and the safety stuff for people actually attending. It's a massive cost that can be alleviated by one person filming a video once. And that's it, done. And it's on an online thing. It'll cost them probably, I would imagine, less than 500 quid in total to put an online course up.
But is the license then worth the paper it's written on, because they haven't done anything for it?
Well, yeah, because you can't sell vapes without it. And if you fall foul of the rules because you haven't taken it seriously, then you're going to get fined £1,000 and have your license taken off you and no longer be able to sell vapes. Yeah,
totally agree with that. But my bit is, I'd like to see a course where at the beginning they put you in the trading standards. So they're showing you what the trading standards are going to do, all the age, blah, blah, blah. Then your next section of what the laws are of what you can and you can't sell. And then whatever else afterwards. And then the course is done. They do a bit at the back of it and then that's done. I can see your online thing. Tell us in chat as well. Don't just listen to us. Let us know what you think in chat.
They are telling us. I tell you, some cracking comments. There were one from John McClintock, the best name in vaping. If you want to open a legal business, it's on you to know the laws. A license is a checklist by nature. As part of the tattooing world, the 28 yearly license renewals happen via an in-studio check. It's on us to know and practice with due diligence. And he's right.
Yeah, totally right.
Yeah, I can see but again, Vape Smart, and I see, buddy. It sounds very good, but you can't teach because of liability.
You don't need to teach. This is the thing. All you have to do is impart the information. It's not like a driving exam.
That is teaching, isn't it? If you're going to put the information there, you're teaching people what you.
The legal information, the information that allows them to sell vaping products. That is it. That's all the government needs to do. Create a set of rules around licensing and vaping, impart that information onto somebody, and that is it. Everything else is down to due diligence from the shop owner.
I think that's Jenny Sin, I think. Is it Jenny Sin? Nice to see you all on Instagram. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting there's a chat over there. I have got another chat thing that I haven't set up. I'll set up for next week where they all come as well. But yeah, it was just my thought, and there were a lot of people commenting who were saying that they should do, I think Shrek one of them as well, like an MVQ or whatever else. But it's got to be pushed onto them to then be telling their staff what to do as well, isn't it?
So Mark H is a prime example. You've got to be careful. You've really got to be careful when you think about what's going off. Definitely, you'd have to go online, just for pure cost. Simple as that. Because you think about it, small vape shops can't afford to be paying ridiculous amounts of money.
For courses, no.
They can't. They just cannot afford it. It's as simple as that.
I thought so. Say
you'd
something
eat
roughly
into their profits something crazy.
Yeah, of course.
But like I explained right at the beginning, a simple half an hour video explaining the do's and don'ts. Then at the end of that, you have an exam, literally an exam, and it just sees if you have actually retained the information that the video that you've actually watched. Then obviously for argument's sake, it was 20 questions, like I said, and you've got to get a percentage of them right to actually pass. If you don't pass, you've got to watch the video again, and then you've got to retake the exam again. Once you've passed that exam, that qualifies you for a license.
Can I just pause this debate 1 second just to do this? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapers of all ages 18 and over. Obviously, if you are under the age of 18, you shouldn't be here. But I need to inform you all right now that Vaping with Vic is in the building. I repeat, Vaping with Vic is in the building.
You'll probably not be able to see him from there, like, but... big shout out to Vic as well. He's had a major operation, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, big love, Vic. Hope you're on the mend, mate. I totally forgot that he'd had a major operation. I'm messaging Thursday, come on, it's about time we did the show. And he's going, Aidan, I've just had a major operation. I'm like, oops, sorry.
Oops.
Oopsie daisy. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. Well then, Mark, should we do a bit of, on the replay? The people on the replay, because obviously we are doing that. Guess the sound, people, and thanks so much to everybody who's got involved in this. This was an idea from Mr. B, and it's really good. Don't forget, when you are commenting on the sound a little bit later on, to put it underneath this actual live video, and I will link that again when I put it into our Facebook group. And please make sure you get over to our Facebook group. Loads of stuff going on, and also it means you can get involved in the hand checks, which we'll be doing in a little while. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do it on the replay. People on the replay. It won't do it again. You know me. I've got to do people on the replay. I've got to do it twice. If I don't do it twice, it's no good.
Right, are we ready? Can I speak? Is it all done?
Go for it, brother.
Go for it. All right. My vaping right. He thinks it's flicking through a large book.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, but...
Is it leathering? Yes, leathering. Sound of the week sounds like a shuffling of a deck of cards.
Not the first person to suggest that.
No, I thought we'd had that one before. Other Sean, sound stepping on wet gravel.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
That is a good one, that Mr. B, innit?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And Jips, I can never pronounce his name. God, you always get me with weird people's names. J-P-E-S-G. Jips.
Yeah,
Gypsy.
Gypsy.
Gypsy. I'm going Gypsy.
Opening a bag of cotton. That's
a bag of what, sorry?
A bag of cotton.
A bag of cotton.
I thought you said a bag of condoms. I'm going to say who opens a bag of condoms?
Somebody who's getting a lot more than I'm getting.
I need 50.
And finally, Ashley Thompson. Aidan.
Well, I never said it. I never said it was a girl.
Yes, you did.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Just seen my hand check.
Oh, it may have been me.
I think it was you.
Yeah, I think it was you.
We do look alike, but...
Yeah, no, well, we do sound similar.
I'm a he, not a she.
Well, that is debatable, but if that's what you say you are, then you are a he.
Big shout out to Ashley as well. Big shout. He took it all in fun, didn't he?
I've got to laugh though. Our Aidan said, "Sorry, bud," and then underneath, Ashley turns around and says, "No worries, pal. It's my mum's fault for spelling it like that."
There's a name called Sue.
A boy named Sue.
A boy named Sue. How do you do? Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to have a go, we'll be playing a little bit more of the clip a little bit later on. And if you do want to get involved in that, and whatever you think it is, please put it down underneath this video. Big shout out to the Vaporist. In fact, I didn't show you what we've got. You've got a Joytech Evo kit, and you've also got the Chroma R, and that's the 21700. And we will be drawing them. It won't be next week's show, will it? It'll be the show after that we'll draw it, won't we? Because it gives everybody the on the last week to be able to do it. Right then, let's get on to everybody's hands checks.
It's that time, people. It's hand check time.
I'm trying to work out.
I keep talking to people on Instagram, sorry, because they don't get the bumper. And I need to go to big screen. There we go.
Second class citizens, tell you. I thought you said you were going to sort it for this week. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, vapors of all ages, this is the 3 Men in a Vape Facebook group. If you want to show off your hand checks, every week we put every week that we're on, we put this on, and you get to show off your spondoolies. I'm just going to refresh this.
Someone's just commented there. Just see that.
Yeah, that's why I'm refreshing the page, because now that's it. The timing has cut off. Right, let's just go to
90 comments. Woo!
19 comments, few more comments. We'll go to all comments. There we go. Just gonna move that out my way for a second.
Ooh, that's very arty, isn't it?
Very nice. Shane Gibson with the sturdy dot mod collab ×2 with the Vape Smarter SBS Stabwood. Very nice.
And some Redskins custard there as well. Original OG, I think, is it?
Original OG. And lemon. He's got a lemon on the left.
Gotta have a lemon.
You gotta have a lemon.
Gotta have a lemon.
Mike Burnell. Jesus Christ, I nearly called you a bummel. Mikey Burnell. With
That's the Oxford, isn't it?
Oxford, yeah. Very
From
nice.
the Vaporist. He's from the Vaporist. The wonderful Mikey.
Oh, Lizzie Collingham.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Lizzie Collingham with the Hydra Infinity mods, with Osiris 25 and the beautiful puppy in the background. I love that puppy. You see, as a vapor, as an avid hobbyist, the dog wins every time. It's a beautiful vape, but that dog just wins every time.
The Osiris is really good as well.
And I've got to say, you match that with some Legion X, you are laughing. I've been on that Legion X all week, and I absolutely adore it.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's my new favourite vape. Amanda Gibson, full out Voopoo day today. The August P1, I love that Voopoo. S kit with the Ox Bar Salts Blue Mist, and the Argos A kit with just salts, strawberry, and Karuba.
Ooh.
What the hell is Karuba?
It sounds Caribbean.
It's very rare for a fat bastard to admit this, but that is a food group. I have no idea what it is.
That one in the middle, it looks like, like with that big 15, it looks like...
I love it. I love that.
Speedo,
That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. That design is right up my street. I think that's brilliant.
Can you remember the Rev mods, Aiden?
Yeah, I've still got a couple of them.
Oh, check out this.
They were really good Rev mods.
From Thomas Baggett, the OG Lost Vape Therion DNA 75. That takes two 18650s in parallel.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
It's a parallel universe. One of my favourite mods of all time.
Yeah, it's a nice mod. I've got snake skin on that. So
it's one of my top 5. Here we go, Shrekky Poo at work with the ever-reliable Oxford Velocity LE. And as I do with pods, Milfy Lemon. Is that supposed to be Mille-Foie, like in the French pastry?
No.
Milfy Lemon.
It's Italian.
No, Milfy is an actual place.
Yeah.
Is it now?
Yes.
Well, I'm not exactly well-travelled, but, you know.
And to be... Well, that's why you don't want to go and sit a vaping test. It's Italian, isn't it? It's where they got their lemons from.
Yeah.
I can see he's having another chat after this show.
Yeah, but you gave me half a lob on last time.
Yeah, no, you were getting a full one this time. Paul Winstanley, Hammer of God, Shinobi Valkyrie, 30mm Blaze Pucker Juice.
Nice.
Now that used to be my completely go-to Pucker Juice Blaze. Absolute gorgeous juice.
What's the flavour?
It's like a berry. Mixed berries.
Yeah, so it doesn't set anything on fire.
More
then.
prominent with like the blueberry.
All right.
Right, it's like a blue raspberry type thing. The Blaze Burrow mod with the Blaze Burrow tank from Nicky Maynard with some Rochford Black Vine.
Hope you're okay, Nicky.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We're going to move on. Oh, look at this for a photo and a half. Charlie Buller, the Vaping Brummie. Odin V2 with the triple 28 from Vandy Vape with some rhubarb shake and cakes and shakes range. Very nice.
Rhubarb shake's gorgeous.
Not tried that one. Not tried it. I'm going to have to.
You'll have to watch my review.
Yes, all the way on Solon's channel. You got Tony Jones, San AIO, the DNA version in raw silver. Very 1980s-esque.
It is, isn't it? That's pretty.
That's a proper 80s VHS look. You know when you used to get the Panasonic VHS things? With the
He's got a
brushed metal
DeLorean
look?
parked outside as well.
Yeah, it's not moved since 1984. Moving on, we've got Steve Jones with the Armour Max, the Plus V3 version. Very nice. I've got a deal on that later on. Moving on. We've got today's another Vapor SO Armour Max, the Blaze Max on top with Nilak Bess from Black Rose Elixirs.
If I'm totally honest with you, I don't like them mods at all.
They're good if you're a builder or a brickie.
Yeah.
Or a bus driver or a HTV driver. They go into the same category with that. Do you remember that Jackaroo?
Yeah.
It's the same category as them for me. But if they've leaned into it properly.
They look more like the Maximus, you know, when they come out with them lot.
Oh, we've got a selection
It's a good
here.
little dual 21700 though.
Look, is that a couple of Gen 3s? Can't tell from here, really.
Can't see with the
No.
pictures.
Very nice. John Welch, very nice. Very nice
Nice
indeed.
bit of fluid.
Fluids. You got fluids on your vape. Jane has sent us another picture of her nasty little rug. And some of these Tesla coils. Lovely.
Nice little
Big
bit.
cleaning needs to commence. Oh dear. That is gorgeous.
The rig.
I'm trying to think which one I prefer. I think it's got to be the far left for me.
Yeah.
I think far left for me. That's lovely. Lovely jubbly.
Did you miss
scrolling
that?
down.
The one above it.
Nope. That was John Welch. We did that one. Mark Howard Evil on my usual setups today with the 11.11 Reborn and the Revival, both with Asgard Minis.
Two brilliant companies there as well. King's Custard and also a nice bit of fluid.
Yep, you can walk down the street pretending to be a drummer without the drum. That's wonderful. Moving on.
AI drum.
We've got... Ooh, what is going on here? Kennedy Dead President Special Ed, EFS battery. What's happened here? Has the battery gone up?
It's not worked very well, has it? Whatever it is.
Have we had some thermal runaway with the battery?
Ooh, yeah.
Jesus. He's done well to get it in a burning bin, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know which one's which. Which is the worst, the fire or the Crocs?
John McClintock, the SX Mini G-Class V2 and Voltrov 30 V3 with the lovely Dr. Vape's Creamy Tobacco and Immortal Mods Viking Grip, and Kennedy with some of the amazing Rockford Project Chocoleo from last week's show. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
They do some really nice stuff, that Dr. Vapes. One of my favourite juices they did, I think it was a blackcurrant with a candy.
All right.
Candy floss.
Ben Martin is sent in his Odin 250 with a fat rabbit.
Big love, Ben.
Nice one. Sturdy little mod.
That thing's been going for years. We've got Shrek sending in his second one, only one per customer, Shrek, one per customer. Now at home, Hog 400 with a Blaze Maxi 30mm with the Milfy. Milfi Lemon. Then I'm told in Italy somewhere. Milfi. There we go, folks. There are your hand checks. Thank you very much for sending them in. I shall see you next week.
And we're back to the main screen. There we go. Look, and, both of them. Look at that. Back over to the main screen. I nearly choked then as well. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, get over to the Facebook page, over onto the group, get yourself a member on there, and then you can put your hand checks on as well, and we will feature on the show. Big love to you all. Right then, what time are we on? Hey, we're doing pretty well here. Last week we were like proper rushing. It is time for the deals of the week.
Talking about, I wasn't rushing last week.
A message from deep within the jungle. I've searched high and low for a lot of the deals. So here from Vape, deals of the week.
He's here all week. Do try the fish.
Hang on a minute. I've pressed the wrong button. I've got to wait for this thing to sort itself out. Then I'll be with you in a second. Talk amongst yourselves, folks.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the big screen. There we go. We're big now.
I'm always been big.
Admitting all, you're not on your own. It's a burden I have to cover.
You have to carry. Yeah, I get that.
Well, it's normally in my sock, if I'm honest.
It's only your mate's sock. Right, moving on. We've got our friends over at eSig1, and they are doing some proper deals. Check out this thing. The Damn Vape Nitrous Xeon kit with the RBA kit inside was £109.99. They dropped it to 45 quid. Ooh. You get it in red, you get it in purpley pink, you get it in the gayest pink I've ever seen.
And how much is that?
$44.99.
I preferred that other one you showed last week. That did you end up buying it?
No, I didn't. No, I got told in no uncertain terms that my shiny shinies can wait. Moving on, I love this. This next deal is a cracker. The SX Mini IPV V200 box mod for 30 quid.
I think they've only got it in gunmetal though now, haven't they?
Probably.
I was looking at that the other day.
So that's the one without the DNA in it, isn't it?
It's just they've got aluminium and they've got black.
That's well worth it. Even their own chip that they've got on it there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, it's the SX Mini chip, isn't it?
Yeah.
For 30 quid, you can't complain.
Has that actually got the EHE board on it? The proper one?
It should. Well, ask Vaping with Vic. He's in the chat. He's Mr. SX.
That's come down really big because last time I looked at it, it was about 100 odd quid still. That's a right deal.
No, it used to be 70 quid. It's now £29.99. Which is a cracking deal. Moving on to our friends over at Vaping 101.
It's the EHE chip. I thought it was.
John Paul said, it's the EHE chip. That is well worth it, people. If you've got a spare 30 quid, go and get you one because that mod is really, really nice. And that's come down at some right price.
Vaping 101 is selling the full Vaporesso Armor Max vape kit. That's everything included. Your mod and your tank for $49.99. It was $69.99. So they dropped it 20 quid for everything.
That is good.
And it comes in black. It comes in another black. It comes in what I would call Dynamo Orange.
You know that orange one there, Mark? Can you remember when Wismec did the one with the speaker in it? It was Bluetooth. And
yeah, that's right, yeah.
It looked exactly like that. The tank wasn't waterproof, but the mod was.
The mod, have you seen the yellow one? That should have DWAT on it.
DWAT, yeah, it should, yeah. Or JCB.
I was thinking JCB.
Yeah.
We can... Yeah, then you've got black and gold, you've got the army coloured one, then you've got Rabbit's favourite. You've got this purpley one here, which is not bad. I think, like I said, if you're in an industry where, you are going to drop your shit quite often, that's a decent
or it's massively
especially
dusty.
For the full kit. Yeah. Moving on, they're selling this little thing, and I do love this. It was $62.99. It's now $43.49. It's the Lost Vape Centuris M200 box mod, designed like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you're an avid gamer, you can't not love that.
So, again, just by you saying that, I can see where you're coming from, Mr. B. Or is this where we start saying, like the one that's a Game Boy, you're going a little bit too far with sort of children?
I'm sorry.
Does it actually
I buy
play the
vape mods off-
game?
Does it fuck? I don't think he does. I'd be
It'd be ace
surprised
if
if
he
he
did.
does.
What's the other one further down? Is that like a calculator or something?
Mobile phone.
All right.
Do you want to go back to your days of your Nokia 3310s?
To be honest with you, I'm a bit with Birdie on this one. I think that's just poor taste. It's not. I understand that
sorry.
gamer adults will find that really good, but in the situation we're in,
Yeah. No.
I like that as
I'm
well.
you, bro, on that one.
They've sold out. They've sold out. No.
But
You
yeah,
can get all these other colours.
I don't mind them.
They're not
Yeah,
bad,
the
but still,
normal ones. Yeah.
But still, they've dropped it from $62.99 to $43.49. But the best deal of all, and I thought this was a cracking deal, this is over at our friends over at the Vaporist. This is the Smock R Kiss kit. It's the full thing, 2 batteries and 100 mils of liquid for $39.99.
Wow, that's brilliant.
That is.
The whole shebang. You've got 20 quid's worth of batteries, 10 quid's worth of juice, and the mod and the kit full in for $39.99.
You can't go wrong like that.
I think that's
Like you said, I think you've got 30 quid's worth of juice and batteries, and so you're paying $9.99 for the mod and the tank.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that is a crazy deal.
That is a right good deal.
And it comes
Especially
in
with people,
that
you
one
know,
for that one.
they're on a budget and things like that. That's a full setup.
Even
If
if
you
the fact
need-
they don't like the tank, and even if there were a mouth to lung or something like that, the actual mod itself I quite like, but I'm not too keen on the tank. But
I would class it as an emergency set. Because I have one in my drawer.
even if you were wanting to put your mouth to lung in it or your own tank.
Yeah. But I've got an emergency set in my drawer. So if my old day vape decides to break, I've got something to put me on so I can buy a new one. That, for $39.99, considering you get batteries and juice with it as well, would be an emergency set.
Yeah, but you look at it this way as well. I mean, how much is the average battery nowadays? $7.99?
Like I said, you've got like 18, 19 quid of the batteries there. Plus your 100 mils of juice, plus your full kit.
Yeah, that is a
can't go
right
wrong.
deal.
I think it's a cracking deal. But there you go, just to recap, you've got the Dan Vape Nitrous Zion kit, the RBA version. That is the rebuildable version. You've got, that one is $44.99. You've got the SX Mini IPV V200 box mod.
Yeah, I love
$29.99. You've got the Armor Max for $49.99 at Vaping 101. Also at Vaping 101, you've got the Centurious for $43.49. And then you've got this mad bastard kit at the Vaporist for Smock R Kiss Kit 200 watt full bundle option with 100 mils of juice, 2 batteries, and a spanking great big smile once you receive it. There are your deals of the week. Boom.
And we are back to main screen. We'll make sure
There
we're
was some
main screen
good
on
deals
both.
there, kiddo. Really good deals.
Yeah, really good. Again, we stuff like that. You know, you've spoke plenty of times to me about the AIO show. It should come with everything. Years ago, when I first started, and when Mark did, that's what shops did. They did a deal, so you actually had your batteries with him. There's not many vape shops that sell batteries now.
I think it's insane that you wouldn't put bundles together like that.
That's how they used to do it, didn't they, Mark?
Yeah.
Just while we're here, people, it is time for your Rochford Project giveaway. Don't forget to get over to the website. 3Men Vape gets you 15% off all the way up till 12 o'clock. And also get over to the Vaporist. Lovely people, you know our Adam. And also the wonderful Mikey Mike. You know what the word is, people. It is Rochford. Put it in only once. If not, you will get done for spamming and it'll kick you out. It'll kick you out, it will do. But yeah, I think that is how they should go back. And another thing that I saw, Mark, were on Mark H's post on Facebook. He'd actually got a stand where he could try, I think it was Pixie Juice, I think. Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah. I mean, you've got to remember, a lot of that one stopped when COVID hit.
Did you?
A lot of people took all that lot away.
Well,
I mean, the vape shop that I worked at, we used to have Right Squad. And we had the full range of Right Squads, so you could try them all. We also had the full range of the in-house e-liquid as well. We had them in the full range, obviously for you to try. But obviously when COVID hit, obviously that all had to go.
We've lost Mr. B.
I'm just having to do something really quickly.
What else I was say to you, Mark, is again they used to do that where you could test the juices. In fact, any juice that were there, they would actually crack a bottle, wouldn't they?
Yeah. A lot of the time now they won't do that.
No.
No.
But yeah,
They used to have testers when I like in Burnley. One of the 3 first real vape shops. It was totally wicked. There was Vampire, and there was some geezer who's still going, but it's a proper rip-off. But what they used to have was testers, so you could go in, and they'd have a lot of different cheap vape sticks set up with everything you need.
Yeah.
And John Paul knows the score. I had a bit of a twisty problem that needed untwisting very quickly. So it was becoming an issue. I literally got to the point where it's like, no, I can't sit here and do this anymore. I'm fuck being brave. I'm turning my camera off.
see you, Matt.
So yeah, I don't understand why that's not more common practice.
What would you say now?
Well, literally, it was because of COVID.
Yeah.
COVID stopped it.
Well, why can't it be reintroducing?
Well, saying that, Mark, I really do. It has been introduced. We just said Mark H has got it in his store. I don't think it was just COVID though. I watched stores stop doing this so you could test stuff quite probably maybe a year before COVID. But again, I think this is where shops can sort of maybe have a good go at online. You know, where they can say, look, we'll put these bundles together. We know they've got a little bit of marketing on the juice sort of side of it, but once you've sold that to him, that's another person coming back to your store, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or, for argument's sake, you placed an order. All right. For argument's sake, you ordered X amount of e-liquid. Throw in a couple of samples.
Yeah.
In a day and age in vaping where half the juices are called My Froggy's Little Virgin or whatever they're called, that have absolutely nothing to do with the flavour profile at all, I think it would be wise to offer either samples or little 5ml bottles or something.
Or, what I recommend people do is go over to the Solome channel where he does loads of juice reviews.
Yeah, it's something I do miss from shops. But to be honest with you, when was the last time you were in a vape store? I know you go to the one in Workstop, Mark.
To be honest with you, I haven't been in for a while, but they used to do it and they don't do it now.
So it's like mine now is just reopened on the corner. I've not been in yet. Finn's back in there, which is lovely to see Finn. He's been on the show, lovely lad. But yeah, I've not been in there yet. But I think that again, a pod system, 3 juices, everything that somebody needs is there, isn't it?
Yeah. It took me about when I first started vaping, it took me 6 months to realise that Mother's Milk was strawberry milkshake. I mean, I'm looking at it. Who the fuck wants breast milk tasting vape? The fucking bitter bastards.
Bitty.
It's like, what kind of community is this? Elephant spunk? What? I don't.
Well, there was one, wasn't there? What were it called? Alien piss.
Alien piss.
It's like, unless you was a Breaking Bad fan, you had no idea what Heisenberg tastes like. But even then, wanting a vape that tastes like meth, not for me.
No, probably me. A lot more interesting.
Well, all the taste and none of the buzz. No thanks.
It seemed like we read a stare.
Red Astaire, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
People don't take meth because they go,
that.
ooh, strawberries.
What was everyone else's thought in chat about Red Astaire? I were not a Red Astaire fan, me.
Heisenberg and Red Astaire I can't stand. I hate the smell of both of them.
I like Heisenberg. Heisenberg's good.
Oh, God.
We are getting to that point where we're coming down to the end of the show, people. Make sure you do get over to Benny Vapes' mixing show, especially if you're wanting to get into that mixing. Lovely people over there, Net Reality, Benny Vapes, the Sherlock Holmes. Really, really nice people. Get yourself over there. Did you see, again, that's hit the media? Now, about 7 years ago, somebody, I think his name was Maraca or something like that, he did a tour of the vape shop, the factories where they make disposables. So this video's come back out again where you've got this kid with 5 6
Yeah, it's
disposable.
one of they're in a line of obviously production line, and all of a sudden she's got to
Yeah, and
test them.
he goes through all of them. But
Sorry,
before this
she's
actual
doing
clip,
what?
he literally, and he's got a tray about this. Have you seen it, Mr. B?
No.
He's got a tray this big, all with disposable vapes on it, and he takes one thingy, which, what would you say, about 5 in it, Mark?
Yeah,
Like that.
about 5. all
5 in
one
it,
go.
and he goes like that.
Test
But
them.
the thing is, before they show that bit, they go on to it before. They've got like a rubber piping about that thick and about that wide, and that's what they were sliding on and using it. So why is he doing that? But what I was thinking more, he said he was doing 10,000 vapes a day. How much is he off his tits?
Well, it depends if they're nicotine.
Well, they've all got 20 milligram nick in them. 20 milligram or 10 milligram nicking. This is like the proper. And I'm
He's got to have some serious hazard pay, hasn't he?
well, like John the Vapor Joke, you'd be spewing. You'd be spewing.
You would be spewing your guts up.
You'd be waking up every morning with the worst withdrawals, but he'd be kicking cats and smacking dogs left, right, and centre.
Yeah, play for West Ham.
Yeah. Or Millwall.
Oh, Millwall. Yeah. The thing that sort of got me, they were testing it with that bit, you know, like and you think, well, yeah, that's how it is. Well, this kid's like, no, I'm absolutely fine. As a reviewer, and Mark will have this, and you will have it, and Vic, and anybody else in there who's reviewed, if you've got wobble gob, and you've been trying to do something that's 20 milligram, or even if it's 3 milligram, and you've done this clouds and everything, the amount of times I've sat here and gone, I'm going to have a break. Your tongue starts vibrating.
I remember back in the day when we first started doing juice reviews, and it used to be, right, will you do his full range? Okay, we'll do your full range. And the full range would be about 15 bloody bottles.
Yeah.
And because obviously there was, at that time, there was loads of people sending you stuff and you had to do one review for the whole range.
Yeah. You probably push to 3, couldn't you? Three I used to say so, going to be 3 of your best flavours. I think one of the best ones we ever came home with, we were at Expo. And this is probably maybe the second or third one we've been to. And we got shouted. I think it was Danny MBK. He says, oh, this company's looking for reviewers. So we went over and she went, right, you're a reviewer. You had to show your channel. We went, yep. She got this cloth bag and she stuck about 30 to 40 10ml bottles in, didn't she, Mark?
I'll never forget
that
when I
other
first
company.
started.
Can you remember with the big box? I think they were from Italy or somewhere like that. And I think I've still got bottles
Box,
in my
yeah. You got it in a box. I got it in a bag.
Yeah, there were. I think there were 36 in total.
When I first started reviewing vapes, I made the stupid mistake of buying 8 88 vape, because that was the whole thing, was 88 vapes, liquids, to review them, and I did them all in the same video. I couldn't walk afterwards for about a good 10 minutes. I felt horrible. I wanted to puke. It was disgusting.
It's why when I review now, I just review one juice. That's it, one juice. And for the simple reason, there's 2 reasons why I do it. One is because obviously I've already nicked them up, and obviously I don't want to over-nick myself. But the second reason is because you flavour, your actual taste buds. After you've done maybe 2, maybe 3, you've lost your taste buds. You cannot taste the next one. You just can't.
A sommelier, what they do between different wines.
Big shout out to Stan, Tenacious. Nice to see you, brother.
They have a glass of lukewarm water, room temperature, and a loaf of bread. And what happens is between each tasting, they'll wash their mouth out with water, they'll eat a piece of bread, and then they'll wash their mouth out again. And that is so you can actually clears your mouth out completely so you can taste again. The amount of reviewers I've seen do 3 or 4 different vapes without washing the mouth out or anything, so how can you give an actual informed opinion on something that you're doing wrong?
Do you know what I used to use? I used to use vinegar.
White vinegar, yeah.
No, I used to use whatever vinegar we had. I used to just get it, stick it, bang, swirl it around. And it's been something that I've used for Vapor's tongue. I've also had it when like you said yourself, you're doing so many juices. In between it, not all the time, But in between it, that's what I do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is getting down to last lads. It's one of them shows again. Once again, big shout out to Stan. Miss you, brother. I hope you're coming down to an expo soon.
Are we doing the sound?
Oh yeah, I'm glad you did that. But see, that's what you're there for, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do your giveaway, it is time for What's That Sound. No mic, just music. That's probably because I pressed something there, Stan, probably.
The sound of Jane's nails on a rug.
You never know, that could be. Stan, can you hear us now, buddy? Well, we are coming towards the end of the show.
Recorded that would be fun.
So what we're going to be doing, people, we will be putting that on the Facebook group so you can have a re-listen to it. I am a noob. He's telling me I'm noob. I'm reading chat.
Yeah, definitely noob.
I'm definitely a noob, bro. You know that. Yep. Right, let's roll it. Let's roll your giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. And the winner is... We can't do that. Wasn't it John McClintock last week?
It was.
Sorry, no. John. You can't win 2 weeks in a row. So we're on a roll.
McClintock last week? It was. Of course
it was. Yeah. So we're going to roll it again. Nicky Maynard. And it wasn't so long ago since Nicky won it. So, Nicky, you definitely know what you're doing. I'm going to have to shake these balls up a bit better.
Mr. B was doing that a bit earlier.
I hear.
Hey, no, I tell you, I'm not being funny. My danglers are danglers. And when you sit on them in the wrong position, there's problems that need to be sorted. And I've sat here for about 45 minutes with it. I'm going to have to sort this at some point.
It's horrible when you sit on them.
It is when you're my size. It's like having an elephant stand on.
Just while we're talking as well, just before we finish the show, please, if anybody's not got over to Other Sean's page, did anybody else see his Atty stands that he did the other week?
I didn't know.
Please get over to Other Sean's Atty stands. Sean, when you get 2 minutes, send me them over Facebook. I'm going to stick a picture on next week just so people can see what you're doing. He's done some really nice Atty stands.
Put them in the hand checks.
Oh yeah, I'll put them in the hand checks.
Put them in hand checks.
Yeah.
I can show them up. I can show them off. Hey, CC, I might have, yes, but they're good for something.
Carp Jack and I see, buddy. Right then, lads, Mr. B, say your goodbyes, buddy.
Bye-bye, everybody. Good night. Don't let the bedbug bite. And more importantly, go watch some reviews on Solo. He's been doing shameless plugs all night, so I might as well help him. That's
what we like.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, have we got any more about the huddle coming back?
It is coming back. There's a date set. But I'm not giving you the date until next week. Because there is an announcement video coming out this week and a date set for the big return of the huddle.
Oh, I'm glad you're back. Over to the wonderful big brother of mine, Marky Poos.
Big love to everyone, and we will see you all next week. And don't forget, if you'd like to see wonderful reviews of juice and all goodness of vaping, pop over to the Solom channel, where you can have talk with me.
Big love to everybody. Thank you so much, everybody who's joined us in chat.
I don't know why you want to, but...
Also, everybody who's joined us... I'll start again. All the people who's joined us in chat, big love to you all. Also, all the spanners for keeping us nice and safe. Don't forget to get yourself over to the Rochford Project. 15% off till 12 o'clock. These juices are absolutely amazing. Please get yourself over there. It gives you 15% off over on his website. Also, get over to the Vaporist. Loads of deals on there. Really nice people again. Go and support them. Go and support my buddy, or my buddies, Benny Vapes. They're doing the mixing show, so get yourself over there. We'll be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Big love to you all. Look after yourselves and good night.
And once you finish buying Rochford Project, nip over to Lizzie and buy some Legion eggs.
Yes, I agree.
Thank me later.
And then when you finish there, get yourself over to Shy Tots. And then when you finish there, get yourself over to Fluid.
And then after you've done that, you don't have to worry about a vape ban.
Have I missed any juice? I'm going to be sat there going, also King's Custard, Pixie Juice.
Yeah. But Legion X, you need to get Legion X. That stuff is amazing.
Don't forget Shy Tots.
After you bought
I
Rochford.
said Shy Tots. Big love to you all. Good night.
Bye.
Okay, everybody on the wonderful Instagram. Good night, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye. We've got two of them going.
Yeah, I've still got the Instagram. I've just caught you doing that thing where you're at.
What's like a demented NSYNC fan?
Too right.